Yeah, I know. Y'all read the title, man. It's a controversial one. You feel me? Need to talk to y'all about this, man. So, without further ado, if y'all new to the channel, y'all tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So, the sole reason why I want to do a part 2 on this video is not because I did not have any valid points on the first one. If anything, this is just an addition on to what I said already, far as being broke and dating was better than when I had money, right? Now let me put this in perspective, because this is not a long term. I'm not sitting up there saying, go quit your job. And I gotta say this for the extremists, you feel me? The people that just take something and they run with it, you feel me? Without taking stuff into perspective, right? So I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying go sell your car and, you know, just let life itself deteriorate because you feel like it's going to enhance your dating life. No, this is a compare and contrast to give y'all perspective on. The controversial take would be that you want to have a space or an era where you were broke and you had to sit up there and date, because what it's going to do is you can't hide behind this right here. You feel me? You can't do it. You gotta bring something else to the table, some alternative. That this can't be the end all be all. You feel me? You can't hide behind that. When you strip it down from what you have and what you are, all that's left is who you are as the person, right? And that was my whole concept on it. But I wanted to add on some extra points onto this whole conversation, right? So, was being broke a better dating aspect for me just in general? Yes, it was, right? But you also got to factor in I was a lot younger. So women tend to have, you know, a lot more stock into believing your potential when you're a young person, right? But that aside, getting back to the previous point, why you can't hide behind your wallet and why you got to develop better skill sets to be able to have better relationships, you feel me, better interactions and stuff like that, is because money cannot be your foundation, right? It could be a part of the infrastructure, right? It could be an essential use, but it cannot be the foundation on why a woman is with you, right? It's those intangibles that I feel like money brings is why women like men with money, right? Because if you got great leadership, you has perseverance, you're resilient, you're always looking to do better and improve yourself as a man, you know, you're prolific, you impact the ones and others that are around you, you better them. I think they're more attracted to those intangibles than just the tangible, oh, I got money, oh, I got resources, and that has its place, right? It's not me saying one without the other. I'm just saying if you prioritize and you putting one on top of the other, in my personal opinion, those are the skill sets that you have to have. And on top of that, right, here are the advantages of being a broke man dating women. For one, you got a lot of time on your hands. Your availability is A1 because you're not busy, you're not active, you're not productive. You probably just, you know, not even maintaining, but just living on the edge, just living day by day, no plans, no future, no goals. Your mind's not even caught up with that, right? It's just vices, whether smoking or gambling, or playing a game, playing a video game, you're on your PlayStation. Just pastimes and things to be able to get the day going, right? Out of boredom. But those kind of people definitely have this one strong skill set, right? Is your mouthpiece, right? You gotta know how to talk to women. And this is the things you can develop out of being a broke man. So I'm not sitting up there saying this is what you should strive for. I'm just saying in a messed up situation can build a lot of character or a lot of characteristics that could help you move forward when you do establish yourself and you got your stuff together, right? So when you're talking to a woman, you know how to hold long phone conversations. Why? Because you're not taking her out on dates. You're not flying her out on trips. You know, so more so times than not, it's gonna force y'all to conversate and to get to know each other, right? Then you're gonna start developing a playbook on what to ask, knowing what to ask it, knowing how to do follow-up questions, knowing how to actually get to know someone out of name, zodiac sign, their birthday, and their favorite color. Nah, you're getting beneath the surface. You're trying to figure out what makes this person tick, or, you know, you're trying to get to know their past, their present, and their future, right? So, knowing how to talk better. Also, as well, if you broke, you probably ain't got a lot of money to be able to invest in yourself aesthetically. So, with the money you do have, you're gonna make it count, right? And just putting myself out there, there was a time I was broke once upon a time. Yeah, once upon a time. Yeah, I used to have a 3 outfit rotation. Feel me? 3-4 outfit rotation. And because I was in a space where not a lot of people would see me, again, right? I can wear sometimes, get away with wearing the same outfit every other weekend, and nobody wouldn't pay no mind because I'm usually not running into the same kind of people, right? Same kind of females. What else? You are generally more creative, right? I mean, you only can take a girl to so many Michelin restaurants and 5-star restaurants. You're gonna have to think outside the box, think of some activities that don't rely on money so much, right? So you could go to the park. Y'all can get some canvases and do some paintings. Y'all could go buy some board games to ask y'all intrinsic questions to make the deeper conversations a little bit more lighthearted. It's endless possibilities on the things you could do with a woman that does not require money or a lot of money, right? You just have to have a direction and a plan and knowing how to execute that plan, right? No excuses involved. And last but not least, depending on the woman, maturity. If you're not a passion-orientated person, she's gonna want all your time, right? And so you just open up your palette to a lot more accessible women because certain women like lots of attention. And if you don't have the availability, therefore, to give said attention, that makes you a liability instead of an asset because she cannot utilize you in her life the way she would want to, right? So let me just put this out there. Would you even want to be involved with a woman like that that's trying to control your time and manipulate you and make her the story? Nah, you probably wouldn't want that, right? But if you ain't got nothing else to do, let's keep it on it. You feel me? Like, as the old saying goes, you know, sometimes it's better than that, right? If you at the house chilling and a female, though she might be manipulative and toxic and so on and so forth, it's better to sit up there and get out there and, you know, and gain some new experiences, some new life experiences than to be sitting in the house like, well, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just content on waiting because, you know, I'm too good for that, right? You just on your high horse, right? And I'm not saying go out there and do anything with anybody, but my point is to sit up there and say, when you're in a compromised situation, sometimes it definitely leads or entices you, you know, as they say, desperate times calls for desperate measures. Now, I'm not saying to act out of desperate, you know, being desperate, but, you know, genuinely, and this is just where I'm just leave it at, right, is that you can date multiple sets of women when you're broke, you know? But And I'll just leave it in there. I know I said I was going to leave it off of that, but I'm really going to leave it off at this point. I'm done with the video. You can really develop a high-end skill set based off of interacting with so many women. Like I do, like, you know how females be like, oh, I gotta go through a whole phase and just get it out of my system. And I don't know about that, right? But I do feel like men, because we are the ones that have to initiate and pursue, you definitely want to get yourself out there, knowing how to crack women, knowing how to talk to women, knowing how to interact with women, interact with strangers, and building up an organic, natural chemistry. Because then it just teaches you on how to deal with high pressurized, stress orientated situations. Because as simple as it is walking up to a female and get the, you know, gaming her and macking her down, you're nervous. I done cracked that plenty of women. Let a beautiful woman walk by and she intrigued my interest. You don't think I'm not gonna feel them butterflies? You best believe it. You best believe it. Feel me? Because we don't know the outcome, though we've visited this situation so many times, right? You could never just get ahead of the outcome. So that's for all my young cats, the old school cats. Y'all been out there, y'all probably can relate to this. Thoughts, comments, leave those below. With that being said, like the video. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. We going up, dog. More videos on the way. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.